Hi, a very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to see a recent Ielts writing task 2, which was asked for the computer-based test. In some countries, children are often told that they can achieve anything if they try hard enough. What are the advantages and disadvantages of giving this message? So I just have this particular question as a discussion, that they are not actually asking you to give an opinion. So I have to avoid the personal pronouns. So here I do have to correct the passage which is there in front of me. It is a band 6.5 writing. So right now I need to go ahead and correct this thing in order to get a better score. So we need to analyze what exactly the question is. There is a statement part. In the statement part, we have the thing. In some countries, children are often told that they can achieve anything if they try hard enough. So that's a statement part. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of giving children this message? So I don't have any sorts of they are not asking any opinion, any personal opinion. As far as that is not there, I should not give any personal opinion. So I think there is some minor corrections there, and I'm not going to upgrade the language. I'm just going with the corrections there. It's often seen that in certain societies, okay, you can correlate this some cultures to certain societies, definitely. Children are constantly motivated, yes, often told, constantly motivated. To strive harder, yeah. To try hard, yes. To achieve the set goals before them, oh, to achieve anything. So it can be the set goals, no problem. So the statement part is just reproduced there in the introduction. That's what we need, and we don't have any problem there. Although it appears to be mostly advantageous to remind them to try hard, yes, of course, it is necessary, advantageous. I feel it exceeds, if it exceeds the limit, it would be counterproductive. So I do have some problem here. So I just don't want any personal pronouns here. I just need to avoid that. Although it appears to be mostly advantageous to remind them to try hard, when it exceeds the limit, it would be counterproductive. So it has advantages, it has disadvantages. It appears to be I just cancel off this particular word too, because this is also a controversial thing. It appears to be advantageous to remind them to try hard, because it goes, if I use the word mostly, then I can say that I'm giving the opinion that it has more advantages. So I just cancel off that word mostly. So now you can say that it's okay, appears to be advantageous. When it exceeds the limit, it would be counterproductive. Now I balanced the thing, advantages one side and disadvantages another side. Perfect. One of the key reasons why many children are told to do so is because there are a lot of distractions in the present world. Okay, so we are going ahead with the advantages. So that's the reason, they are telling the reasons. So what exactly we expect when we get these types of advantages, disadvantages question is that mostly students write the first advantage is, okay, So that is the way of presentation. But right now we here in this paragraph, we have the opposite type. Now that this is the situation and that is why we need it. So this is what they have said. One of the key reasons is because of distractions. They watch TV, they watch, they play games, and they go with their favorite shows. There is less stringent parental control. You have a lot of things here. Um, they waste a considerable proportion of their time. Yes, now they have said at this juncture, motivation or any type of encouragement is necessary for them from the parents, teachers, or other elders in order to keep them in the right track. So this is the advantage. So what exactly is this paragraph is the advantage. So they have said there is a problem, and this is a problem. It's about distraction. We do have children have a lot of distractions these days. They play games, they use their mobile phones, they watch TV, they do blah blah blah. But they, as well as they have a lot of distractions, we need to constantly motivate them, encourage them. It is essential. So parents have to do that, teachers have to do that, elders have to do that. This is necessary to keep them in the right track, to keep them going. So this is what the first paragraph says. Perfect, I don't have any problem. But mostly the format, when we go ahead with the format, we expect the first sentence of this paragraph as the first advantage. The first advantage. Yeah, if I can present in that way, if I present in that way, the first advantage of this thing is that it can resist temptations, or it can reduce the distractions of a child. Then I can say this thing. So this is the matter is that I don't worry because it is organized in a good way. Um, because if you know, if you come up with the point first, that would be better, but both ways are good. So it's a different type of presentation, but on a whole, we when we look at the paragraph, we have the matter, we have the message, as well as it fulfills the task, then it's quite okay. Now when it goes to the second thing, so this is disadvantage. When children get constant advices to work harder, this would create stress, and eventually they would give up efforts to achieve their goals. This perfectly, this is the disadvantage. Very clearly, they have said that. And to be clearer, not many like advices, as this elevates the stress level on the receiver. In fact, such reminders to work hard appears to be something like a compulsion for children. And when they get it on a constant basis, they would develop a negative attitude towards those who deliver it. And the result would be worse than what is expected. So now I can say this is a very perfect paragraph compared to this thing. So I can say this paragraph as advantageous paragraph and this as a disadvantage paragraph. So if you see the positive side only, you can say, and when this is somewhat presented, there is a need of advice, there is a need of encouragement. This is what this paragraph says. But I can present it one another way, that if the children are motivated or encouraged to work harder so that they can achieve anything, I would say that they become more productive citizens, because you know that they can better their productiveness. So all these things, you can say, when we do this thing, so it has a lot of benefits. In that way also you can present. Here in this particular paragraph, we have mentioned that they have some problems. In order to tackle this problem, this is good. So this is also advantage. That is also advantage. So whatever it is, so we have to say discuss the advantage. So I have said this is advantage, no problem. Now the conclusion, to conclude, it's clear that today's children need to be reminded to work hard because they live in a situation which is not favorable for working hard. So this is what the summary of this paragraph here. However, one should understand it should never cross the limit. If it crosses the limit, then it would be, the result would be catastrophic. So this is what we can say here. So the matter is complete. So I would say that it doesn't appear directly as an advantage, disadvantage presentation, but actually when you see in a closer angle, you can definitely understand this is, of course, an advantage disadvantage presentation. I have corrected some matters here. There were some personal pronouns there, but I just edited that, so now it is okay. It's set to get a good score, acceptable score. Thank you.